quiet morning in the West Philippine Sea quickly turned tense on August 13, 2025, when a Chinese military jet came dangerously close to a Philippine Coast Guard aircraft carrying reporters. The patrol flight was monitoring the disputed Scarborough Shoal when the Chinese jet closed in, at some points just about 200 feet away, while repeated warnings blared over the radio from Chinese naval ships ordering the Philippine aircraft to leave at once. The tense encounter lasted nearly 20 minutes, leaving those on board anxious and unsettled, as the low-flying jet mirrored the patrol's every move. This close call came only 48 hours after another confrontation in the same contested waters. On August 11th, a supply run meant to assist Filipino fishermen turned into a near disaster when two Chinese vessels collided during a blockade attempt. According to the Philippine Coast Guard, PCG, the Chinese destroyer Sin-S Gillen and Coast Guard cutter CCG 3104 tried to obstruct the BRP Sulwan, resulting in a forceful contact at sea. Footage released by the PCG showed the Chinese ships maneuvering at alarming proximity, leaving little room for safe passage. After the crash, Manila extended assistance to the damaged Chinese vessel, an unusual gesture meant to reduce friction. Beijing, however, did not respond directly. Instead, China's Coast Guard claimed they were acting to repel Philippine ships from the shoal. Their silence on the collision's details deepened the mystery and suspicion around the incident, adding to an already volatile atmosphere. In the days following, Philippine authorities noted a surge in Chinese maritime activity. The PCG reported the presence of at least 4 Chinese Coast Guard ships, 6 maritime militia vessels, and the same fighter jet that had buzzed the patrol plane, all operating near Scarborough Shoal. This cluster of forces, analysts say, is Beijing's way of showing de facto control over the area despite international objections. On the day of the jet encounter, the standoff widened into a display of global rivalry. 2 U.S. Navy warships, the USS Cincinnati and USS Higgins, appeared near the shoal on what Washington described as lawful freedom of navigation patrols in international waters. Beijing countered by accusing the USS Higgins of illegally entering its territory and claimed to have driven it away, a statement the U.S. Navy dismissed as false. Scarborough Shoal, lying well within the Philippines' 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, has been a flashpoint since China seized effective control in 2012. Its abundant fish stocks and sheltered lagoon are vital for Filipino fishermen, while its location gives strategic advantage to whoever dominates it. To counter China's grip, Manila has pursued what it calls a transparency initiative since 2023, openly publicizing incidents at sea to expose aggressive behavior and rally international opinion. This approach marks a break from earlier, quieter diplomacy and is aimed at building external pressure for safer maritime conduct. Global reactions have been swift. The United States, Japan, and Australia have all issued statements condemning China's actions, urging respect for the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, and calling for stability in the West Philippine Sea. These coordinated responses signal a growing security alignment in the region. Security analysts warn that Beijing may escalate further in the coming weeks. After the embarrassment of its own vessels colliding, China might feel the need to project even greater strength to deter challenges to its authority. Experts interviewed by Reuters and The Guardian say this could mean more aggressive maneuvers and expanded patrols around disputed reefs and shoals. For the Philippines, the challenge is to defend its sovereignty without sparking a military confrontation it cannot win. Manila has so far avoided deploying naval warships to the shoal, relying instead on the Coast Guard and international diplomacy to shield its fishermen and assert its maritime rights. Diplomatic channels remain open, but mistrust runs deep. Talks between Chinese and Philippine officials have yielded little beyond promises of managing differences, and the latest incidents suggest neither side is backing down. The West Philippine Sea, it seems, is becoming an increasingly crowded and contested arena where every move is closely watched, with rival navies, coast guards, and fighter jets sharing the same contested waters.